All right, friends, science time. We're gonna do water cycle experiments today. I have 2 experiments for us, but before we get started, we need to talk about the most important thing, safety. We need to always have an adult with you when you do an experiment. You are not allowed to do experiments alone, boys and girls. You're gonna make sure you use materials only for what they're supposed to be used for. Be aware of your surroundings. That means you need to look around you and make sure that you are in a safe place for your experiment. And at the end of our experiments, we need to make sure we always wash our hands when we are done. Those are ways to keep us healthy and safe and for us to be able to have fun. For the first experiment, you're gonna need a few things. You're gonna need a cup, a plastic bag, water, and then tape if you want it. I'm gonna show you what I'm using, so let's go get started. Okay, so we're gonna try the experiment from the end of Splish Splash. It said all we need is a plastic bag. They said a paper cup, but I don't have one, so I'm gonna use plastic, and some water. And then I'm going to use the sunshine. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna take my water, I'm gonna put it in my plastic cup, and then I'm going to take my plastic cup and put it in my plastic bag. I'm gonna put it in the corner and I'm gonna close it. They said to make sure that it's sealed really well. And now I'm gonna go put it outside. They said you could put it in a window that's sunny. You can tape it to the window. I don't have great windows that are super sunny, so I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna go put it in the sunshine on my patio and see if that works. Best part about experiments is that it's just for you to try something and see if it works. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. So let's go ahead and put it outside. All right, so I'm outside. I'm gonna put my cup in my plastic bag in the sunshine. I'm gonna leave it out here for a little bit and then I'm gonna see what happens. I'm gonna check on it in about half an hour and see if anything has changed, and I will let you know. Okay, so what we can see is that when it sits in the sun, the water starts to evaporate. That's when it becomes the vapor, and then it's getting stuck on the top of the bag, which is like our cloud, and then it'll start to drop once it gets heavy enough, like our rain. So I'm gonna leave it out a little bit longer. But yeah, that's our experiment. You can go ahead and go try yours now. All right, for our second experiment, we need 3 things. We need a pot with a lid, water, and a stove. Remember, you need to have permission and help from an adult for any experiment, but especially one that uses fire. You are not allowed to do this experiment without an adult. Okay, for this experiment, I put some water in my pot. I'm going to turn on the stove. Our fire is gonna be like our sun. It's gonna heat up the water, and we're gonna be able to see some water vapor. Remember, water vapor are the tiny, tiny drops of water that float up to create clouds. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna watch for that water vapor. Once we see that, we're gonna put a lid on. We're gonna put a lid on our pot, and this is gonna act like our atmosphere. And we're gonna see what happens at the top of our lid. Okay, so our water is boiling, and we can see some of the water vapor coming off. It's a little hard to see on the video, but I'm gonna go ahead and put the lid on and we're gonna see what happens. Now, do you see how the water is getting stuck on the lid? That's like our clouds. It's collecting all that water vapor. And then when I lift this up, let's see if it rains. Wow! So it collects all the water from the water vapor, and then, so there's our steam, our water vapor, and there is our rain. Awesome experiment. I'm gonna turn it off now and be safe, and I'm gonna let it cool. All right, boys and girls, remember that after you do any experiments, make sure that you wash your hands. So you wanna get your hands wet. You wanna do 1 pump of soap, and then we're gonna scrub them for 20 seconds. That's 2 alphabet songs. So A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now I know my ABCs. Next time, won't you sing with me? You're gonna do that one more time. Make sure you get your palms, backs of your hands, in between your fingers, right? Make sure we get all those. And then after that other alphabet song, you're gonna rinse it off. And we're gonna make sure we're using warm water so that we can kill all those germs. Wonderful job.